Hey guys, sorry I didn't start talking. I was just breathing because it's Friday, February 15th, 2019. And the reason why I tell you the date of today's day is because today is when I tell you my story. Everything that happened to me. Well, not everything. When I hit 1,000 subscribers, there's a story that's burned deep into my mind that I'll tell you guys. But only if I hit that much. Then you guys get it. But this is where it all began. And I don't know what you guys are thinking. I don't know what you guys are questioning of what I'm talking about. But maybe my title of this video will tell you what I'm trying to say. Today is the day that I talk about how I lost my sight. And I know whoever is watching this may question, wait, I thought you were born blind. Or did something happen? And the answer was, something happened. This is where it starts. All the way in the beginning of 2002. Okay, here we go. This is my story. When I was born in 2002, I was welcomed into a new world, into a new life. The doctor brought me to my mom. Everything was fine. Doctors told my mom I was 100% healthy, that everything was going to be great and everything's going to be bright for my future. And my mom was happy. That day, my mom told me that it was the happiest moment of her life. Besides having my other two brothers, but that was the happiest moment of her life. Because I was the only girl in our family. The only baby girl, while I am with two brothers older than me. I'm the youngest. But everything was fine. And then within that moment, we didn't know that everything was going to change in the near future. I was a happy-going kid. From age 1, 2, 3, 4, I lived it all. All those years, I traveled with my mom, with my family, saw my grandpa, saw my grandmas, saw my cousins. I was playing outside, went to preschool, went to kindergarten. Everything was fun. I had friends. I thought my life was great. And then something happened. I turned 5 years old. And it's been a challenge for me. Because at the age of 5 years old, I was diagnosed with hemorrhage. And hemorrhage is when you have bleeding in the back of your eye. And they didn't know what to do. My regular pediatricians did not know what to do. This happened when I was in first grade. I was in math class, in fact, and I basically was trying to solve a math problem. And I remember this day, this dark day. And I was starting to think that everything was cloudy everything was foggy, and I questioned my teacher. She said it wasn't. She sent me to the nurse's office, and remember, I was 5. She sent me to the nurse's office, scared out of my mind. She looked in my eyes. They looked sick. The nurse called my mom. My mom picked me up. We went straight to the pediatrician. Is where I was diagnosed with hemorrhage that I mentioned before I said this. And the pediatrician tried all she could to help me, but she couldn't stop it. My mom was told by my doctor to rush to the hospital because they needed to stop the bleeding in the back of my eyes. So, like any brave parent would, my mom drove me to the hospital with hours and hours in the hospital with agony, pain, me staying for a week at the hospital, maybe 2 weeks, scared why all doctors are near me. I had immediate surgery. They stopped the blood in my eyes, but they couldn't stop the sickness. And they told us that it was just going to get worse. And throughout my life, when I got home, my family took me out because it was Friday. So my family took me out on the weekend. We were enjoying it. It was super fun. And they tried to make me forget about why I was in the hospital for so long. For about 2 weeks. Which is the longest I've ever been. Well, not now, of course, but like the longest I've ever been when I was little. And then something happened. Each day, each crucial day, I wake up starting to see less and less. At the age of 6, I could still see, but I was losing it severely. When I was in 6th grade, I used to be happy. But when it was 6th grade, first grade, I used to be happy, but it turned dark. But I met these people called the Commission of the Blind, and they introduced me to Braille, just in case of anything. And I didn't know what the heck it was. It looked like so many dots to me, but they thought maybe I should not learn it yet. So they got me this thing that's called the CCTV. I'm probably saying that wrong. I'm sorry if I am butchering that name. I just don't mean that. But it's basically a computer screen that if you put paper underneath the light of the thing on the screen, it appears bigger. And there's a handle on the side where you can change the colors of the background to pick which color you can see it better in. After that, I was so happy because I can see again, but only in huge, large formatting, which is something I never understood because I was 6. And then I was basically loving life after that again because I found the way that I could see again. And then we had coloring contests, which I won 2 times. One in 2009 and one in 2011, if I believe so. I think. Don't question me on that. I still have the trophies to prove that I did these. It was coloring fire trucks, and I met the Patterson mayor when I won this. I was very little, and I was so happy, even though I didn't know what was going on. Yeah. And then it got worse, because when I turned 7, the CCTV wasn't working anymore. So I went to the eye doctor. They prescribed me glasses. And glasses are cool, not gonna lie. I wore these glasses to help me see, and those glasses helped me see so great. Everything was so fine, everything was great. I was looking at things, I was staring at things. It was so great. I love my life again. And then here comes the suck part, which today makes me realize it's not really sucky. I started to lose my vision even more to the point where I couldn't wear glasses at all. It was like seeing through Swiss cheese. I felt so different compared to the other kids. Felt alone, an outsider, like I didn't have no one to go to. Everybody says, I'm sorry, I know what you're going through, I know how you feel, and I'm thinking, you don't understand. When I was 7, I asked my mom, why is this happening? Why does God hate me? And every day I would want to cry to myself. And when I turned 8, that's when officially turned down. My sight went away. The only thing I have left of it, well, used to have left of it, was light perception, where I can tell if the lights are on and off. And if you guessed it, that shut down 2 years later. So when I was 10, I stopped seeing light. I was so terrified, so alone. I couldn't fit in anywhere. I felt like an outcast. I sat in lunchrooms by myself. I sat at the library by myself. It was sad. And the fact that I thought I had friends when I was little makes me even sadder, sorry. And every day I've been thinking terrible thoughts because there's no one I can relate to. There's no one out there who I could relate to at that time. My years, I met friends, but some were forced to talk to me. But then, I mean, guys, how would you feel at 10 years old, you guys walking around with the cane, putting your trust in a cane? You can't see anything, and you're walking around with a cane, and everybody stares at you like you're some kind of freak. And everybody judges you, and it's terrible. And how sometimes you have to trust people, but you know how people are not trustworthy. Some people are not trustworthy. When you ask them how much money I have, they can tell you the wrong thing and take it from you. They can take your trust away from others, depending who you trust. It's hard to know who you could trust and who you can't trust. especially when technology these years, everybody keeps saying, oh, look at this picture. This really cute. Oh my God. I can't see that. I'm always left out on everything. When we do group projects, it's hard because it's mostly visual, and I feel left out. Sometimes with my friends, even today, and I never told them, that sometimes when they make plans, when they do stuff, and they tell me about it, I'm like, cool, and they do plans, but sometimes they don't invite a blind person. They don't let us come because then they feel like they have to take care of us. And it bothered me so much when I was little. When I was growing up, it still even bothered me till this day. It still bothers me. The fact that I always sit alone and talk alone, because I always feel alone. And I'm like always thinking sometimes, no one wants to be friends with this freak when I was little. No one who in their right mind would be friends with me, right? So go ahead and judge me. That's what all you people do out there. You judge the disabilities. Some people call, special need kids stupid, which is awful. I spend my time with an autistic people, and if you guys don't like to hear that, I'm sorry, but I spend my time with them, and they're awesome. Every person is awesome in their own way. But if you just make fun of anybody with disability, you're no better. You're basically making fun of yourself, because if you're making fun of someone who's blind, like me, for example, you're making fun of yourself. Because what if that happens to you in the future? And you're gonna get the same feeling as we did that you bullied us for. And let me tell you, this is a path that's not easy. It really isn't. And I felt a lot of emotions throughout my years. I did. And in 5th grade, I met a friend who helped me. And she's still my friend till this day. I'm not going to mention her name because I don't know if she wants me to. So, in 5th grade, I moved to a new school because my schooling went to 4th grade. So I graduated, moved somewhere else from my house. I moved away. I went to this new school. Great for me, right? Not great. Because I didn't know anybody. I was scared I was scared if people would judge me like they always had in my entire life. And it turns out people do. I've been called a witch before. I've been called a freak. I've been called a weirdo. But you know what? My friend in 5th grade, she stood by me. Okay? We were writing essays. In my 5th grade, we were writing essays. And I wrote about what I had to deal with from 5 years old to 8 years old. And that's what I said previously. And I wrote that essay, and I handed that in, and she liked it. She wanted me to share it with the class. And once again, that's terrifying. But my friend, she gave me the courage to do it. So all the kids gathered around on the carpet, and I was sitting on the chair next to the teacher. I wanted my best friend to sit next to me, so she did. She was there for me the whole step of the way, and she will always be there for me a whole step of the way. People asked me questions. She gave me the courage to answer them. I answered every single one. And here comes one question from one kid from my class. He raised his hand My friend told me that he was raising his hand, and I said yes. And he, quote unquote, he asked me, "Why do you wear sunglasses?" And I've been wearing sunglasses ever since I was 8, but I don't anymore. And here's the reason why I don't anymore. When I was in 5th grade, I talked about how my eyes were being sick and what my doctors have told me. And that I have a red cap on my left eye because it's healing, because it's the sickest one out of both of them. And people always stare at me every time I take my glasses off. That's why I never took them off. When I go to public, with my sunglasses, I always got stared at. But at that moment, I took my sunglasses off. Everybody was shocked to see my eyes, but I was okay because they were accepting, and my heart was racing to the point where I thought I was going to freak out, but it was okay. Everybody accepted, and I thought my life was great. So like a year later, 6th grade, my friend moved away to a different school. So I had to meet a whole bunch of new people to actually stand by me. I did. But there's this one girl, I'm not going to mention her name either, but in 7th grade, she told me that she was only being my friend because she felt bad for me. And I guess that clicked something, and we are no longer friends. Because we were fighting, and I don't want to be someone's charity case. I never want to be someone's charity case. Even though that's how I feel till this day. If someone wants to be friends with me, sometimes I feel that way. Then I met this big group of girls and guys who I'm still friends with till this day. They're always there for me no matter what. They're my family. At school, I see them every day. But they still never understood me on my blindness level. But I love them anyway. I have so many best friends even now, but I still feel like they have other lives, which of course they do. They're their lives. But whenever time they make plans and stuff like that, like I said previously, I always feel left out. And that's the real truth. But I have this one friend at first who is blind. She's completely blind. And soon she's gonna put up her story. She's gonna watch this later, so she knows I'm talking about her. We've been friends for 5 years, soon to be 6. We've been through crazy times together. Trust me, she knows. She even knows the story I'm going to reveal to you guys once I hit 1,000 subscribers. But it was just me and her, who understand each other, you know, visually impaired wise, because we were both blind. But I still love my friends at school. And then 2018, over the summer, I met some really great people. I met 10 wonderful human beings who are visually impaired, and they've been with me since then, and they're always going to be with me. They never leave me out. They never made me feel left out. They're they're my other family. So I have 3. Family at school, family at my vision impaired family, and my own family that I was born from. Even though sometimes I feel like I don't matter in life, but they're there. They're always there if I need them. If I call them, they'll call me back if I need them, which I appreciate. And in the next, not the next video, but soon, you'll meet at least 4 people on this channel soon who's a part of my school family and who will always be there for me. And I'm only 16, and my life is still beginning. It's like being blind has opened a new life, a new chapter. My story's not ending, it's beginning. This time, in another lifestyle. And I don't think I'm afraid to take that jump. Not if I have all the love and support from those out there who would help me. And you subscribers, guys, you guys are my family too. Don't forget that. When you guys subscribe on here, when you guys share on here, when you guys like my videos, you're automatically part of the family. And all of you guys, all the people that I mentioned, help me deal with everything that tries to block me from being successful. Being blind didn't stop me from doing what I love, singing, which you guys saw in the other videos if you guys checked out my other videos. It didn't stop me from acting, which I also love if you didn't see the rest of my videos. It also let me do art. I make sculptures of everything I remember from my past. And they're really good. A lot of people like them. But always know that disability or not, nothing can stop you from getting in your way. And there's always a friend out there. Always someone who will be out there, who will be there for you no matter what. There's always someone out there. And I'm blessed and thankful for all the friends and family I have. Even if, if anything. I love them all. I can write a list of all the people who I know and love. But then this video would be more than what it is. It would be probably a week of a video. That's a lot of hours. That's 7 times 24. That's really a lot. But always know that disability is not a weakness. It's a soon-being strength. And sometimes, yes, I do wish that I can go back and that I could be able to see again. I wish I could have 2020 and not for like every day, but at least some days I wish I can see. I wish I could see the world again. But then it brings me back to the question, if I did that, would I make the good friends I made today? The answer is no. Some of them I would never seen in my life if I wasn't blind. Which I'm thankful for that. Thank you to all those people who are with me all the way. You guys help me be me. You guys help me grow. And this is my story. If you like this video, please like, share, subscribe, and I hope to see you in another video. Sorry, this is really getting to me. It took me a while to decide that it's time to put my story out there. And if you guys want to see me live stream, you guys can ask me questions there or leave comments down below. I'm strong now to answer anything you guys have towards me. Bring it on. You can take any questions. Don't be afraid to ask. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in another video. Well, I can't see you, but you guys will hear me in another video. And yeah. Well, why do I feel like I'm forgetting something? Oh, right. I don't see just black that you're seeing right now, listening to me. I see random colors floating around in my head, like literally floating in my eyes, because I remember the way colors look like, so they just float around. Right now I see blue, red, and green, and pink, and white, and orange. Okay, they're all coming right now, but, you know, as I was saying, thank you for watching and taking your time out of your day. And I love you all. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you.
I knew that I was different.